How many of you have ever heard the statement that God can never give you more than you can handle? Okay, but have you ever thought about this? Why is it that sometimes you're faced with certain circumstances where you feel like overwhelmed, where you feel like it's just too much for you to bear in? Do you know that statement is not anywhere in the Bible? That God can never give you anything that you can't handle? Now let me reshape your perspective. I know some of you are looking at me like, what am I talking about? This verse was taken out of 1 Corinthians 10:13, which states that God will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you can bear. And now there's a difference between temptation and trials or challenges. Now temptation is stuff that we have control over, something that you have a decision to make over, whether be tempted or not. But trials, on the other hand, it's none of your choice. Sometimes it's out of your control. But guess what? We're going to rephrase that statement, because it's not that God will not give you more than you can handle, because sometimes you can actually have what you can't handle. But here's the catch: it was never for you to handle in the first place. Now God can give you something that is beyond what you can handle, because it was not for you to handle, but it was for God to handle. I don't know if you heard what I said. And guess what? There's nothing too big for God. There's nothing that God cannot do. There's no circumstance that God cannot handle. And many a times the devil doesn't want you to know this. He doesn't want you to understand that, God has given you that capacity, that ability to take on giants.